Why is it that we're constantly bombarded with ads for the latest, greatest SUV, packed with more screens than a movie theater and technology that promises to change our lives? Yet they seem to spend more time at the dealership than on the road? Your neighbor's gleaming 2024 luxury SUV, with its subscription-based heated seats and bewildering touchscreen menus, has already been recalled twice for software glitches. Meanwhile, there's a quiet hero in your town, a decade-old SUV with 300,000 miles on the clock, owned by someone who can't even remember the last time it needed anything more than an oil change. This isn't a coincidence, it's by design. We're living in an age of disposable technology, and that philosophy has infected the automotive world. But it wasn't always this way. There was a golden age of overkill engineering, a time when premium meant built to last forever, not packed with features designed to fail the day after the warranty expires. Today, we're pulling back the curtain. We're exposing the truth the automakers don't want you to hear. We are counting down 10 legendary used SUVs, forged in that golden era, that were built with a shocking disregard for planned obsolescence. These are the mechanical warriors that will genuinely outlast their newer, more complicated counterparts, saving you a fortune in the process. Prepare to rethink everything you thought you knew about buying an SUV. Number 10. The benchmark of simplicity, Honda CR-V, 2012 to 2016. In an industry obsessed with adding more features, more complexity, and more things that can break, the Honda CR-V from this era was a breath of fresh, reliable air. It was Honda's defiant masterpiece of simplicity, a vehicle that focused on perfecting the essentials rather than chasing fleeting technological trends. While competitors were dazzling customers with features that would become expensive liabilities, Honda was busy perfecting the art of reliable transportation. The soul of the CR-V was its 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine. This was engineering as poetry. A naturally aspirated power plant so perfectly balanced and under-stressed that it viewed 250,000 miles not as a finish line, but as a mid-race warm-up. No turbo lag, no carbon buildup, no costly surprises, just decades of smooth, efficient, and unwavering operation. It was paired with Honda's proven 5-speed automatic transmission, a unit known for its seamless shifts and legendary longevity. The CR-V's true genius, however, was its incredible space efficiency. From the outside, it was a tidy, compact SUV, but inside, it was a cavern of practicality. Honda's engineers were wizards of interior packaging, maximizing every cubic inch for passengers and cargo. The rear seats didn't just fold, they tumbled forward with the pull of a single lever, creating a completely flat and enormous load floor that could rival larger, thirstier SUVs. The build quality was impeccable, with materials that looked and felt premium, and a sense of solidity that shamed many luxury brands. For those who wanted a smart, efficient, and endlessly practical SUV that would never let them down, the CR-V was, and still is, the benchmark. Number 9. The over-engineered family hauler, Toyota Highlander, 2008 to 2013. Toyota's reputation for building nearly immortal vehicles is legendary, and the second-generation Highlander is a perfect example of why. It was Toyota's answer for the modern family, a vehicle that offered the 3-row utility of a larger SUV, but with the comfort, efficiency, and, most importantly, the obsessive reliability of a Camry. At the core of the Highlander's longevity was the venerable 3.5-liter V6. This engine is a masterpiece of Toyota's mastery of naturally aspirated engineering. It delivered buttery smooth power, operated with whisper-quiet refinement, and was built with a level of quality that made it practically ageless. For those seeking maximum efficiency, Toyota offered a hybrid variant that was nothing short of revolutionary. It delivered exceptional fuel economy without making any compromises on reliability, a feat that other automakers struggled with for years. What truly set this generation apart was Toyota's fanatical devotion to long-term durability. Every single component, from the window switches to the suspension bushings, was tested beyond any reasonable limit and then re-engineered to be even more robust. The result was an SUV that simply refused to age. The interior materials felt substantial, the assembly was flawless, and everything just worked, day in and day out, for hundreds of thousands of miles. It was a vehicle designed not just to be sold, but to be passed down. It was the sensible, logical, and ultimately brilliant choice for any family who valued peace of mind above all else. Number 8. The intelligent luxury choice, Acura MDX, 2007 to 2013. In the late 2000s, German luxury SUVs promised a premium experience, but often delivered premium-sized repair bills once the warranty expired. Acura, Honda's luxury division, saw an opportunity to offer something different, a genuinely sophisticated and luxurious vehicle that was actually built to last. The result was the second-generation MDX, a masterstroke of intelligent engineering and long-term quality. Under the hood resided Honda's phenomenal 3.7-liter V6, an engine that delivered smooth, linear power and was known to sail past the 300,000-mile mark with little more than routine maintenance. But the MDX's secret weapon was its groundbreaking super-handling all-wheel drive, or SHAWD. This wasn't just a simple system for slippery roads. It was a sophisticated, torque-vectoring marvel that could actively send power to individual wheels to enhance handling and stability in all conditions. Unlike the complex and fragile systems in its European rivals, SHAWD worked transparently and reliably, year after year, without drama. Inside, the cabin was a sanctuary of quality. The materials rivaled those found in any German competitor, but crucially, they were built to endure. Switches and buttons retained their crisp, tactile feel for decades. The leather remained supple, and the dashboard never developed the annoying squeaks and rattles that plagued its rivals. The MDX offered a usable third row, making it a practical choice for affluent families who valued both premium features and peace of mind. It was the thinking person's luxury SUV, a vehicle that delivered the prestige and comfort you wanted with the unshakable reliability you actually needed. Number 7. The rule-breaking original, Honda Ridgeline, 2006 to 2014. When the Honda Ridgeline first appeared, traditional truck buyers were baffled. It didn't have a body-on-frame design. It featured a fully independent suspension. It was different. But for those who looked past the conventions, they discovered something truly remarkable. A vehicle that blended truck capability with car-like comfort and Honda's ironclad reliability. Its unibody construction, shared with the Pilot, was its greatest strength. It provided a level of ride quality and handling refinement that body-on-frame trucks could only dream of. Long highway trips were a pleasure, not an endurance test. Under the hood was Honda's proven 3.5-liter V6, delivering smooth power and steadfast reliability. But the Ridgeline's true genius lay in its innovation. The lockable, weatherproof in-bed trunk was a game-changer, offering secure storage that no traditional pickup could match. The dual-action tailgate, which could fold down or swing open like a door, made loading and unloading incredibly easy. The crew cab interior felt more like a well-appointed sedan than a work truck, with genuine room for 5 adults and the high-quality materials and build quality Honda is famous for. It was the perfect solution for the person who needed weekend utility without sacrificing daily driver comfort and security. The Ridgeline was a bold and brilliant vehicle that dared to break the rules, creating a segment of its own and proving that you could, in fact, have the best of both worlds. Number 6. The Gentle Giant, Ford Expedition, 2007 to 2014. After a few rocky years, Ford needed a win. They found it in the quiet, unassuming competence of this generation of the Expedition. This was Ford's moment of redemption, a full-size SUV that finally delivered on the promise of built Ford tough with surprising long-term dependability. The key was a return to proven, robust engineering. The workhorse behind this resurgence was the 5.4-liter Triton V8. While earlier versions had some issues, by this generation, Ford had ironed out the kinks, creating a surprisingly dependable powertrain. It delivered ample power for towing and hauling without the complex, high-strung nature of the EcoBoost engines that would follow. Its foundation was a traditional body-on-frame construction. While competitors were shifting to car-based unibody platforms to chase fuel economy, Ford stuck with a truck-tough frame that could withstand serious abuse, tow over 9,000 pounds, and shrug off potholes that would send lesser SUVs to the alignment shop. The interior space was simply cavernous. This wasn't a 5+2-seater. It offered 3 legitimate rows of seating where full-size adults could sit comfortably, with enough cargo space left over for their luggage. The transmission, a straightforward and durable 4-speed automatic, later a 6-speed, was another example of Ford choosing proven reliability over cutting-edge complexity. This expedition represented a fundamental shift in Ford's philosophy, a commitment to building a vehicle that wouldn't just survive its warranty period but would serve a family faithfully for a decade or more. Number 5. The unassuming hero, Subaru Forester, 2014 to 2018. Let's talk about a vehicle that embodies quiet competence. The Subaru Forester from this era wasn't designed to win beauty contests or impress the neighbors with flashy chrome. No, its purpose was far more noble: to be the unflinching, steadfast companion who shows up with a tow rope in the middle of a blizzard when everyone else is stuck at home. Subaru, during these years, climbed to the top of the reliability charts, and the Forester was their standard bearer. After some expensive trial and error, Subaru had finally perfected its CVT transmission, creating a smooth and, crucially, durable system. Under the hood lay the heart of its dependability, the 2.5-liter Boxer engine. This naturally aspirated power plant hummed along so effortlessly that owners often forgot it was even there until the dashboard gently reminded them it was time for an oil change. There were no complex turbochargers to stress, no direct injection systems to cause carbon buildup, just pure, simple, and enduring mechanical harmony. And the all-wheel drive? It was standard. Imagine that. An SUV that actually came equipped from the factory to handle the very conditions you bought it for. The interior was a masterclass in honest design. You won't find any fake wood grain that peels after a hot summer or flimsy pleather that cracks and fades. Instead, you'll find robust materials specifically chosen to withstand the rigors of muddy hiking boots, wet dogs, and the general chaos of an adventurous life. Owners consistently report these Foresters firing up without a hint of protest in temperatures as low as -20 degrees Fahrenheit, while newer, more delicate machines remain frozen statues in the driveway. This wasn't just an SUV, it was a testament to Subaru's obsession with real-world durability. Number 4. The driver's 3-row SUV, Mazda CX-9, 2007 to 2015. For too long, the prevailing wisdom was that if you needed a 3-row SUV, you had to resign yourself to driving a passionless, oversized appliance. Then, Mazda entered the chat. The first-generation CX-9 was a defiant statement, proof that practicality and driving pleasure could coexist. It was Mazda's Zoom Zoom philosophy scaled up for the whole family. The magic began with its heart, a robust 3.7-liter V6. This engine was a masterpiece of straightforward, durable engineering. No turbos, no direct injection, no complex cylinder deactivation systems waiting to cause mysterious and expensive failures. It was just a smooth, powerful, and utterly dependable engine that would pull strongly for well over 200,000 miles with basic care. But the real revelation was how the CX-9 drove. The steering wasn't numb and disconnected like its competitors. It actually communicated what the front wheels were doing, giving you a sense of connection to the road. The suspension was tuned to provide confident control in the corners without punishing your passengers over bumpy pavement. It reminded you that even on a trip to the grocery store, driving could still be an enjoyable event. Despite its athletic character, the CX-9 was a marvel of packaging. Its interior space rivaled that of larger, more cumbersome SUVs. The third row wasn't just a marketing gimmick. It could comfortably accommodate adults for shorter journeys. And Mazda had clearly learned from its past, as this generation featured dramatically improved rust protection, ensuring these stylish SUVs aged gracefully both mechanically and visually. Paired with a slick and reliable 6-speed automatic transmission, the CX-9 was the complete package for the family that refused to compromise. Number 3. The undisputed king of space, Chevrolet Suburban, 2007 to 2014. When it comes to sheer, unadulterated space and utility, one name has stood above all others for generations: the Chevrolet Suburban. This generation, known as the GMT 900 platform, represented the zenith of American SUV engineering, a vehicle that offered maximum capability with a surprising level of refinement and reliability. It was, and still is, the undisputed king of the family road trip. The heart of this gentle giant was the legendary 5.3-liter Vortec V8. This small block engine was a testament to simple, effective design, providing a mountain of torque for towing while utilizing active fuel management to achieve fuel economy that seemed almost impossible for such a massive vehicle. Inside, the Suburban wasn't just spacious, it was a rolling family room. With seating for up to 9 passengers, plus a colossal cargo area, it was a vehicle that could swallow up a cross-country vacation's worth of people and gear without breaking a sweat. This era marked a huge leap forward in quality for GM. The cheap, hard plastics of previous generations were replaced with more premium materials and a fit and finish that aged with grace. Paired with a smooth and robust 6-speed automatic transmission, the powertrain was built for the long haul, easily capable of crossing the 200,000-mile barrier. With a towing capacity exceeding 8,000 pounds, the Suburban was the ultimate do-it-all machine for the family that needed to haul everything, everywhere, without compromise. Number 2. The Family Fortress, Honda Pilot, 2009 to 2015. There came a point when Honda's brilliant engineers looked at the American landscape of clumsy, truck-based family haulers and decided, we can do better. The result was the second-generation Honda Pilot, an SUV that delivered 3 rows of utility without the agricultural ride quality of its body on frame rivals. The soul of this machine was its magnificent 3.5-liter V6 engine. This was peak Honda engineering, a naturally aspirated jewel that delivered smooth, ample power without the ticking time bombs of modern turbochargers. This engine didn't just reach 250,000 miles, it treated that milestone as a mere break-in period, all while maintaining a level of refinement that made cross-country journeys feel effortless. Inside, the Pilot offered something truly revolutionary: 8 actual seats designed for human beings. The second row could accommodate cumbersome child safety seats without forcing you to consult a mechanical engineering textbook, and the third row was spacious enough for teenagers, not just toddlers. While other automakers were gambling on unproven 8-speed transmissions and troublesome CVTs, Honda stuck with its perfected 5-speed automatic. It wasn't flashy, but it was bulletproof, shifting with buttery smoothness for hundreds of thousands of miles. The build quality was simply exceptional. Interior panels fit together with precision, and the materials were chosen to gracefully withstand years of juice boxes, soccer cleats, and family adventures. The Pilot was living proof that a family vehicle could be a fortress of reliability without sacrificing an ounce of comfort or capability. Number 1. The definition of effortless luxury, Lexus RX, 2004 to 2009. We arrive at number 1, and it is the vehicle that single-handedly created the luxury crossover segment and has defined it ever since. While its German rivals were busy engineering complexity into every component, Lexus was perfecting the art of effortless, unyielding sophistication. The second-generation Lexus RX is more than just a reliable car. It's a masterclass in long-term luxury. The standard RX-3 3.0-liter RX 350 was powered by a V6 engine that was a masterpiece of smooth, silent, and naturally aspirated power. It is an engine that regularly surpasses 300,000 miles with nothing more than basic care, improving with age like a fine instrument. Then there was the groundbreaking RX 400 Hours, the world's first luxury hybrid. While others were struggling with clunky and unreliable hybrid systems, Lexus, leveraging Toyota's immense experience, delivered a powertrain that was seamless, efficient, and, incredibly, often even more reliable than its conventional counterpart. But the true magic of the RX was the cabin. The interior craftsmanship didn't just rival the best in the world. In terms of long-term durability, it surpassed them. The quality was baked in. 20 years later, you will not find rattles, premature wear, or the mysterious electrical gremlins that plague its European contemporaries. That's because Lexus understood a profound truth. True luxury isn't about having the most features, it's about the profound peace of mind that comes from knowing your vehicle will never, ever let you down. The Lexus RX wasn't just built to be a luxury car for a few years. It was engineered to be a sanctuary of calm, quiet, and unwavering reliability for a lifetime. So there you have it, 10 titans of reliability from an era when engineering took precedence over marketing. These vehicles are rolling proof that the best technology isn't always the newest, it's the most proven. In a world that pushes you to constantly upgrade to the latest and greatest, choosing one of these legends isn't just a smart financial decision, it's a rebellion against the culture of disposable products. But this conversation doesn't end here. We want to build a community of savvy owners and enthusiasts. Have you owned any of these mechanical warriors? Did you take a Highlander past 300,000 miles? Is your old Forester still your trusty companion in the snow? Share your story in the comments below. Your real-world experience is invaluable and could be the final piece of advice someone else needs to make a smart choice. If this video opened your eyes and gave you a new perspective on SUV shopping, help us spread the word. Smash that like button and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more automotive truths that dealers don't want you to know. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss our next investigation into the industry's best-kept secrets. Thank you so much for watching. Drive smart and choose wisely.